We're going to look at this particular problem of finding the area of this triangle. We've got two formulas we can use, this one here and this one here, and we're actually going to solve this looking at both. One of the important things is you can see in both of these formulas you need the b and the h. Okay, so we need to be able to find the base and the height of any triangle we try to find the area of. And one of the important ways to find it is that the base and the height are always at right angles to each other. So this particular side is at right angles to no other side. So for sure that's not going to be either the base or the height. This particular line, that's not at right angles to any other line either. So that's not going to be the base or the height. This particular line, well, it's not at right angles to this line and it's not at right angles to this line. But you can see here that in this diagram, this dotted line and this symbol right here indicate that that line, that dotted line that doesn't actually really exist, is actually at right angles to the base. So this must be the base and this must be the height. Okay, so it's important to recognize that. So let's solve. Let's start with this particular formula first. So A equals half base height. So what it means is area equals a half times the base times the height. Okay, base times height times a half. So we're halving base times height basically. So let's get on with using the formula. What we do is we look to the diagram to substitute parts of the formula. And we can do that here quite simply. Area, well, we're trying to find that out. We're already given the half, so that doesn't change. But we're given the base, and the base is 12.7. And we're also given the height as 3.5. Okay, so we're nearly there. Let's use our calculator. Calculator is a good thing to use in these cases. So half is 0.5, so 0.5 times 12.7 times 3.5. And that's our answer. So let's write that out, 22.225. 22.225. And that would be millimeters squared. Squared because that's area. Area is always in units squared. If I was being asked to round to 2 decimal places, okay, it would look like this. So I would look here, be 22.2. I look to my indicator, that's a big one, so it'll be 3 millimeters squared if I was being asked to round to 2 decimal places. But this is the correct answer. If I'm going to use the other formula and go with area equals base times height divided by 2, right? This here means base times height. And then I am going to divide that by 2, halve it in other words. It's very similar to this. It's virtually the same idea, just presented slightly differently. So again, we go about it in a very similar way. So area equals, what's the base? 12.7. And the height is 3.5, and we divide that by 2. So let's use our calculator again. So let's clear that. So it's 12.7 times 3.5. It's 44.45. 44.45, and it's still divided by 2. So put that down. And now let's do the divided by 2. So area equals 44.45 divided by 2. So what is that? 22.225. 22.225 millimeters. Use your unit of measurement, and it's always square units when we talk about area. Finished.